by both, you know, our Terran Apologize and also our Protoss player Bo, who's in the other semifinals. And now, spawning in the bottom left of Overgrowth, it's our purple Zerg player, MDK. And spawning in the top right of Overgrowth, our green Terran player, Apoligise. Okay, I just want to do that because they do that, you know. Sometimes they say the name and they shake the camera, you know. They don't care if someone out there has epilepsy. Anyway, all right. So we'll see what can happen in this second matchup here. You know, if I'm MDK here, you got to go pool first. I mean, you have to. There's no after that last match. It was a 2-player map. You went hatch first. It's a good build. Or no, I think you actually did go pool first. So you went pool first, and I think you just played it wrong. Now that I remember, you know, he never got Zergling speed, and as a Zerg player, I don't think I would ever skip Zergling speed. It's so crucial. Granted, Zerglings aren't going to do too much for you early game, but having that speed is really nice because it's really good for scouting, and it's really good for harass if your opponent like moves out and you kind of catch them with his pants down. You get surrounds faster. The Zerglings are faster off creep. There's actually, it's like Zergling speed for me is like what Warp Gate is for Protoss. There's no reason not to get it. So we see a pool going down. Rax first again from Apologize. Our 13-year-old Swedish player. Swedish Terran player. Meanwhile, MDK taking his hatch now. And let's go ahead and check on the production tab. Alright, so I switch between the bases here really fast. And okay, so we got Marines being produced, no gas. Very interesting. So it's just going to be CC. After a Marine gets produced. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Been casting a lot of matches. I know what it feels like now. Guys like Apollo and Ortosis and Nathanius are like, oh man, I've casted for 14 hours. It's, yeah, you got to keep that coffee going. Anyway, so far, seeing that CC come down, gas is being taken, and the hatch is being built. So let's see if MDK actually goes for Zergling speed here. I would highly recommend it. Zerglings are pretty good against Marines, particularly if the Marines get surrounded. Get a surround on the Marines that can't go anywhere, and your Zerglings just envelop them and they're dead. But you know, if you can back your Marines into like a corner behind a mineral patch or between mineral patches, it gives them it gives the Zerglings less surface area to attack. So always good to keep that in mind as a Terran player. I would go ahead and say that we're looking at a almost 100 gas here. Let's see if we see Zergling speed going down. That natural for Apologize still not being turned into an orbital. Wow, and as I say it, there it goes. So we got a queen coming out of that natural. And where is the Zerg? Oh, 2 gases here on the main. We got a Roach Horn coming down. Are we going to see a fast layer again? I don't know. I am assuming that's what we're going to see, though. So he's got the 100 gas mutating into that fast layer. So fast layer, 6-minute layer here. Evo chamber going down in the natural. Meanwhile, looks like Stim is being researched by our Terran player. And he's going to go 3 racks here. So another 3 racks build in a TVZ. Very interesting style here. Unorthodox. Definitely good to use in lower leagues, given that lower leagues there's a lot of cheese. So this layer is almost done here. Zergling speed, not even on the way. MDK doesn't even care. He's probably just saving up that gas to make some roaches. Can't totally blame him, but let's see here. He could make a good amount of roaches. So we got missile attacks being researched. Stim is a little more than halfway done. Creep tumors, 4 roaches in production. MDK definitely working on his creep a little bit better here. Maybe he's just not very good on King Sejong, but at the same time he was kind of really behind due to the Marine tank aggression from our Terran player, and it looks like that might happen again here. Starport going down. Tech lab on the factory. Another rack's going down. So I'm going to have 4 racks here. Meanwhile, roaches coming across the map. And I tell you what, if this goes unscouted, oh my God, they're going to run right into each other. That's what's going to happen here. Oh, wait. The roaches are coming back. Does he see it? Does he see it? He doesn't see the Marines. He's going to see the Marines with this Overlord, though. There he is. There, he sees the Marines now. There's no way. All right, Overlord gets taken out. Now MDK, supply block. Lots of roaches, though, and a Queen. The Queen is going to get almost taken down. Does the Queen have enough energy for Transfuse? They both do, so Transfuse should go down on that Queen, but instead Creep Tumor, which isn't totally necessary. I think transfusing the Queen or the roaches there that roach that's low would kind of be more beneficial at this point. Meanwhile, Marines just hanging out. 1-1 started. Concussive shell started. So we're going to see some Marauder production. Looks like the armory just finished up as well. So 2-2 will be on the way whenever that armory is finished and whenever these upgrades are done. More roaches being produced. And MDK spreading that creep to the forward third base, so that might be where he's going to take his hatch. He should take his hatch. Definitely just working on massing up a bunch of roaches, and roaches are very good against Terran, particularly if there are no Marauders and no siege tanks. Meanwhile, Apoligise just going to walk out here. It's like he knew that the roaches were going to move out, and this is a lot of roaches, and these Marines... Uh-oh. Okay, so Apoligise actually had the Zelnaga, so that's how he saw those roaches. Probably was actually wise not to go fight the roaches and just walk into the natural and do some damage. Meanwhile, tanks here, lots of roaches. The bunker is going to do some work. That tank's going to go down. Lots of good damage here, and actually losing those Marines near the Zerg's third base was actually a bad idea. Meanwhile, no repair on the bunker. The SCVs are going to fight the roaches. This might actually be enough here for GG and to go into a third map. The orbital will lift, and these roaches with +1 missile attack are going to do really well against the army, the 0-0 Marines. Alright, so Roach is going to back off. Going to check to see if our Terran player is a third. He does not. So this third hatch for MDK is going to be almost complete. Meanwhile, Carapace being researched here, so he's going to have 1-1 roaches, probably about 60 seconds. No Zergling speed. I guess MDK just does not like the Zerglings. Fair enough. You know, as a Zerg player, and I'm not even a Zerg player, but watching life play with Lings is just like, how do you not get Zergling speed? You know, if you can do things like that with Zerglings, definitely. But even if you're not that good. Meanwhile, tank gonna get sniped. No pickup there because the medevacs are nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, Apoligise sending a dropship out. And I'm honestly not sure if MDK saw this. He hasn't seen it. He is primed to take that forward fourth base, though. So we'll see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, production-wise, Groove Spines. Groove Spines for the Hydras. So, nice. Dropship coming in. Roach is ready to go, though. So MDK saw the drop coming in. And that drop's just going to chill. But that drop should get out of there before those Hydras begin to pop out, because they will take care of that dropship, given how close it is. to this main base, and look at all of these roaches. The army supply here is 94. 40 army supply in the lead over the Terran players. So MDK might just be able to go end the game here right now. Meanwhile, we got 9 workers killed for our Zerg player. And he's also killed 49 units. So doing a very good job in this early to mid game here. However, drop coming in. Going to take some drones out. Queen's just kind of hanging out, saying, hey, I got a lot of energy. And honestly, I'm totally cool with dying right now. So the Hydras are going to come in here, probably clean this up. Lots of roaches here. Roaches can't get through, though, but that's all right. The Hydras may get that dropship, but no dice. Huge army for MDK. He can totally just drone up and attack with this army. Meanwhile, another dropship coming here in the main base. Going to take out these here. Not going to get this hatch, though. He's going to go for the pool, which is kind of silly because MDK just does not build Zerglings. Meanwhile, he's also going to lose this dropship here. Apoligise is just trying to make something happen, and it's just not working. However, he has a third going down. Does MDK see it? He does not see it. He needs to move that Overlord over and see that third base going down. Is he going to see SCV transfer? Oh, if he's looking at his map, he'll see the SCVs and he'll know. He should know. I don't think he was looking at his mini-map, though, because he's not going straight for that third base. He needs to go for that third. He should not engage this army right now, just because of the tank and Thor support. Although he has no tanks on the high ground, so if he manages to take an engagement in the natural, he might be able to break through and kill those tanks. However, the scan goes down. Apoligise knows the position of MDK's army. God, MDK's army is ridiculous. 142 supply. He's got 55 workers, so he's really low on workers, but man, oh man, is this army going to do some damage. A stim happens, but 2-2 Marines versus this army right now. Actually, really bad concave for MDK. Great for Apoligise. This is a really bad engagement for MDK. Actually, he's a back off. He's not focusing the drones. He's just losing his whole army right now. And wow, those 2 overseers also going down. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what we're seeing here. Meanwhile, MDK taking that gold base. And Apoligise going to take his 4. So, Apoligise kind of back in this game right now. He's got more workers than our Zerg player. He's got more army supply, and he's also researching 3-3, which, by the way, +3 attack, almost halfway done. So, our Terran player is going to move out across the map here. Probably going to start cleaning up some creep. 11 Hydras on the way. Gold base at the hatchery is done, but does he want to engage on creep here? That's the question. Is he going to drop a scan to kill this creep off? He thinks he's in the lead in army supply, but that is actually not true. There is a lot of roaches and hydras just waiting for their time to shine here. Meanwhile, Marine's going to head up the ramp. No scan, though, to eliminate this creep. I don't know if this is so wise. The tanks are going to unsiege, and that might not be a good idea right now. Meanwhile, these roaches and hydras are going to close the distance on these units, and they're going to take them out. Oh my god, this is so close, this fight. These roaches having trouble against the upgraded Marines and the siege tanks, but reinforcements are going to come in, and this might just be GG. Taking that Hydralisk out. More Hydras coming in. Creep being cleared up. GG MDK, so Apoligise will go on to win. GG.